We have to escalate. They escalate, we escalate. Keep that as a mantra. They escalate, we escalate. And no, that doesn't mean anything. Nice try, FBI. I am not talking about doing anything like that. I am talking about changing your individual life in ways that you have been reluctant to for X, Y, and Z reason. That's where most of our power comes from. We are both consumers and producers in this system. That's how the engine of this society works. Okay. There is definitely the route of going out and physically stopping things. And if that is your route, then don't tell me about it because OPSEC, hello. But really, what we all can do, no matter what your ability level, no matter what your knowledge level, no matter where you are, what you can do is remove yourself as much as is humanly possible from the engine of this society by removing as much of your labor and your consumption right now. And there are ways to do this. I have set up ways for people to get each other money, to get each other necessary supplies. This is something that someone has been doing that work, someone that lives near you. Because there have been people doing this work for a long time, right? Longer and much better than I. But you can find those people, plug in, unplug from the system as much as you can, because they get all their power from us. Every time you say, no big deal, I'm gonna get this thing from Amazon, they win. Amazon is actively funding the military parade. Okay, they're helping with logistics. Every time you fuck with them, it is complicity, period. The convenience that they offer is the way they get you. I do not just have a vendetta against Major League Sports. They are some of the worst offenders of everything that corporations do. They steal money from every local place where they have stadiums, right? They cause problems. They do not give back to the community. And the people who run those teams are some of the worst right-wing goofballs that there are. And they are very powerful and they are very rich because we give them that much attention and money. That is one of the biggest ways you can divest from the system. I'm not saying don't like what you like. I'm saying don't give them your fucking money or attention. Tune out all of those shows. Turn them off. Turn them off. And in all the other ways that you can interact with bringing change, do more of that. And that's all that I will say about that here. And let me close this by reminding you that when people say power to the people or like that, the people have the power, that's not a slogan. Everything in our society is done by us through our action, through our inaction, through our just trying to get through the day and not willing to deal with it, through the ways that we are complicit by continuing to support systems we don't believe in. And again, that includes things even down to like the nuclear family. If you're still fucking with people who are on the side of ICE, that's complicity. You are choosing your emotions over the world. That's wrong. And you can't keep doing it. This is a time that will test our souls, that will test our strength, that will test our ability to be who we really say we are. But the good thing is that we are living in a time of authenticity. And one of the things that our souls have been missing is authenticity. One of the reasons that you have felt like things didn't matter is because they kind of didn't. And now, there's a saying. I'm going to leave this pause in there because it's important. There's a saying that there are no atheists in gardens or foxholes. And obviously, you know how I feel about the Abrahamic religions, but the connection to the divine, the connection to each other, the connection to spirit is something that we have been cut off from. Because a lot of us, when we break from the Abrahamic religions and all of that, we replace it with an emptiness. And that's a mistake too, because we should be connected to each other. We are always connected to each other. There has never been an alone. There has never been anyone who has done anything by themselves. The individuality that comes from both the left and the right is a lie. We're not individuals. Even just our single cells are comprised of so many different organisms. Our gut biome, we could basically consider plant life because of how much gut flora is going on in there. There is so much about connection that we have not learned, that we need to teach each other and ourselves right now. And in a time that is so dangerous and indeed frightening, that's what we need to do most. Connection. This is going to be rough. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I don't know if we've got this. We've got each other.